Hello, this is Elegant Natural, also known as Constance. This is my first YouTube video. I will be doing a tutorial on a curly twist updo. Yesterday I shampooed and deep conditioned my hair and washed it, and then I actually put twist in it while it was wet, and I put the rollers in while the hair was wet. However, for this video I just put them in again. I usually don't recurl the hair. It usually lasts about a week. The curls will stay in for about a week, but for the video I decided to put the curls back in so you can see how they were put in my hair. I think I missed a couple of curls back here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out. Of course the hair was in an updo today, so it's not going to be flat or down like it was when I first put them in, but I'm going to take the twist out of the rollers here, and then I'm going to pin them up. This hairstyle is really simple. You can do it on wet twist, which I did yesterday, and I've also done this style on dry twist. I just put the twist in my hair while it was dry, but both times I used this Fantasia IC hair polisher olive styling gel. I put just a dab of it on the ends, because you notice that I only curl the ends. I don't do it to the roots, because I did curl the hair to the roots one time and it was so tightly curled that I could do nothing with it, and I had to wait a few days for the curl to loosen. So I just do the end, and then I would sleep with a satin bonnet overnight with the curls. And I'm going to do an example. I mean, I know you probably know how to use a sponge roller, but I'm just going to show you how I put the curl in. I would smooth out my hair, and let's say I dabbed it on, and then I would wrap this part around to make sure it was all smoothly wrapped, and about there I would, stop, and then I'll put it in. Okay, I'm going to take the and the next morning I would take the curls out all over, and then I would pin up. And I'll be back to show you the pin up, and it's really simple. All you would need next for your next step is some bobby pins. Alright, bye. Okay, I'm back. I took all of the rollers out and I'm about to start pinning up. And I'm about to start now because I don't know how this YouTube thing works, with the time and stuff. So I usually like to start from the middle of the hair, and I'll just start pinning it. And I'm gonna just talk, as I go through to give you an idea. And starting from the middle, you notice I just tug it a little bit forward. I don't pin it straight back, and this gives me I guess a little volume, or so it's not as harsh looking. And again, those are pieces in the back popping forward, and I like to make sure I don't get those caught up in the twist, curly twist, so I would push them back. I'll talk about what I did while I'm pinning this. Yesterday I shampooed my hair with my Giovanni Deep Moisture shampoo, and then I deep conditioned with the I just did a regular condition. I'm sorry. I did a regular condition with the Giovanni conditioner, and then I tried this new thing. Curly Nikki suggested a honey deep treatment, and I tried that, and I mixed extra virgin olive oil, honey, and some of my favorite conditioner, which is I've been using since I transitioned, which was the Herbal Essence Hello Hydration. And one thing about that conditioner, I'll probably do a video on it later, you have to put it in a microwave to heat up it and let it melt down some. Oh, I must have heated it up forever, because that oil was so hot. I didn't put it on my scalp, but when I put my finger in there just to test it, because I felt like the bowl was so hot or whatever. But yeah, I put my finger in there and I felt like it was about to burn off, and I continued to check back. Notice I'm just tucking this in. I probably tuck some curls in that, is it with the thing, the hair uniform. But anyway, I put my finger in. Yeah, I'm just curling, putting it all towards the center. And it was just too hot. And I checked back periodically. But, oh crap. I feel like I'm rushing because in the morning when I do this, of course I take my time. I usually get up like 2 hours before work. Not that this style takes 2 hours, but I'm just kind of a perfectionist when it comes to my hairstyles. And I would play in the mirror so long. Now with this piece, when I wore the style before, I wore it with a bang, but you know my bang is popping up, you know. And I like to like slant it over some. So after I put that deep treatment, that honey deep treatment in my hair, I kept it in for about 30 minutes or so. And then I washed it out. I put a shower cap over it, you know. So, of course, the instructions told me to use a very hot towel, but I don't know how to go about using, heating up a hot towel. I'm sure it's not complex, but I just didn't feel like figuring it out. And I wore this style for 2 weeks last time. It lasted me 2 weeks. Of course, by the last few days of the week, the twist was frizzy about the last 2 or 3 days. But it still worked because this style, there's something about it, even when the twists get frizzy, you know, it still looks so cute to me. And I received quite a few compliments on it. Of course, I feel like I probably received more compliments on the twist style, but you know, this is winter. And I've been thinking of more protective styles, you know, because this style is great for a protective style. Notice I'm getting these back pieces and pinning it upward. But this is a great protective style for the winter. And it keeps your hands out of your head. Okay, this was supposed to be in here. Okay. And may pause because I guess you got a general idea of it, and I'm coming back with the finished hairstyle. All right, then I'll come back with the back pinned up, but this is pretty much how I pin it up, and I'll be back. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I finished pinning up all of the hair, and I'm just showing you the finished product. I'm gonna try to take some pictures to show you how it looks, but I'm not sure. Like I said, this is my first video, so I'm not sure about if the pictures will show up, but I'll try it. This is the front of the hair, and that's the front top part. Okay, this is the side, you know, the back. I'm not sure, I think I was in the shot, but again, like I said, this is a great protective style, you know, it's an easy style, and it can last up to 2 weeks. You know, I will, every other day, I will oil my scalp and my hair, and also I will seal my ends. Of course, I seal my ends with a shea butter olive mixture, and you know, shea butter will weigh the hair down and it will loosen the curls somewhat, but it still works, you know, if you know how to pin it strategically. But all right, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and if you have any questions or anything, you know, just ask me. All right then, bye.